I am so proud to introduce you to a place that is going to change lives. The very first autism treatment franchise in Douglasville, Georgia. Hi, I'm Nicole Daher, founder of Success on the Spectrum, and this ABA Therapy Center is different than any other. It is owned and operated by autism parents who know the journey, the challenges, and the triumphs of raising a child on the spectrum.
I'm Lakisha Major, the CEO of Success on the Spectrum Douglasville.
And I'm Q Major, Office Manager here at Success on the Spectrum Douglasville.
As a parent, I'm sorry.
I was at home at the time and she was working out of the home, and I saw Cam flapping his hands, and he was blinking really fast and walking around in circles, but he still wasn't talking to anyone. He wasn't saying hi, bye, he wasn't waving. And then he lost his personal connection with Keisha and our oldest son, so he wouldn't even go to them, hug them or kiss them or anything. I think that was the first sign of autism in our son.
It was a huge, I was confused as a parent because I didn't know what it was. I couldn't communicate with him. I couldn't understand his needs. So it was a tough time trying to identify, what it is that he was struggling with in order for me to help him. It was just tough to navigate through. It was a huge disconnection. There was a lot of questions that, I need answers to. He just seemed just as confused as I am, trying to figure out, what's going on with himself. So just trying to figure it out was the hardest part.
Right.
So we began searching for ABA centers, which was tough because a lot of centers had wait lists.
And then when we decided that ABA, where he wasn't working, Keisha had this epiphany one day, and she said, we can do this. And that's when she came to Success on the Spectrum.
My name is Jarrell Brown. I am a BCBA with Success on the Spectrum. As a BCBA, my biggest thing when discussing with parents like that obstacle of, okay, now my child has this diagnosis, and how do we maneuver through the world, and how do we, deal with the judgment that comes with that, is to let the parents know that at the end of the day, your kid is still a kid. They're gonna have ups and downs, they're gonna laugh, they're gonna smile, they're gonna be bad. Some kids are bad regardless of what their diagnosis is. And so one of the things that here at Success on the Spectrum, we always try to make parents understand and make them feel comfortable. At the end of the day, we're gonna make sure that your kid is treated with the best quality of care, respect, love, and just that individual treatment. And we're here to help them to grow and learn and become the best individual that they can possibly be in the world.
Most of our parents, when they come in, they feel comfortable right away knowing that we are autism parents. Mm-hmm. They feel comfortable, they feel much more relaxed and at ease, knowing that, okay, you are in the same boat as I am, so you know exactly what I'm going through. Once we, talk with them and we give them the resources, that really, opens the doorway as far as them, seeing the light down the tunnel, as far as, getting their child help.
Mm-hmm.
ABA should be 100% individualized. So what that means is, what does this kid need? Whether it be learning to bathe themselves, learning to feed themselves, or learning to read, write, whatever it may be. ABA is an applied science, and with science, I mean that there's research. There is data that has been taken to show that what we do here in SOS is actually proven to make a difference in these individuals' lives. So with ABA, we want to make sure that when we're doing the assessment is just a guideline to let us know, like, hey, this is what they're struggling with and these are the skills that they lack. So with ABA, now it's time to create programming that's individualized for these individuals so that we're able to say, okay, if they enjoy Mickey Mouse puzzles and things like that, there's a million different things that we can work on with that Mickey Mouse puzzle so that they understand, hey, you enjoy this, I want you to enjoy it, but we also want to make sure that we're learning. So when these kids are 18 years old and they ready to go to school, or they 24 and they're ready to go to work, we can say that everything that we did up until that point was for this individual person.
The beautiful thing about Success on the Spectrum Douglasville is that we do accept most insurance here.
In our current economy, we know inflation is on the rise, and so it's super awesome for our parents to hear that health insurance covers most, if not all, of the costs for ABA. And so as parents, we can now focus our finances on other things that may be needed in the home: groceries, extracurricular activities. We even had a parent come in and say they were excited because ABA tends to be cheaper than daycare, so you get to save on those costs as well. So here at Success on the Spectrum, we're happy to have ABA services and health insurance that covers those needs.
So when you first come into our center, we have 6,300 square feet of pure fun for the kiddos. We love the play therapy method. We have a sensory room where we have clouds with different lights and music coming out there, so it's a very calming room. Mm-hmm. We also have a inside gym area with a rock climbing wall, a ball pit, also like the little small swirly slide coming down. So just, a lot of different things. We also have a social room. We use that room a lot for, to get kids to play together and interact with each other. We also have just a little play area of a market where, kiddos will have a little cart walking around and shopping through the market and checking out. We also have a life skills room, such as cooking and cleaning, washing clothes, hanging up their clothes, making up their bed. We also have an art room where kids can express themselves, where they do finger painting, and we have kinetic sand, a lot of sensory bins where, they play little different activities. We also have a mock classroom where they can sit at a desk and prepare, to work their way up to be in a school setting.
One of the biggest differences with an SOS center is a parent viewing room. Parents are able to come in at any time of the day and sit and watch the cameras and make sure that my kid is being treated well and getting the best quality care.
Well, it's important that we have a parent viewing room because we expect transparency as parents. I think the most important thing is we want to be able to see what your child is working on through the day so that we can incorporate it at home. It's a village that takes to raise our child, and so if we can't see and hear what they're working on throughout the day, then how do we work on it at home? So it's super important, and it gives us a sense of security and safety that we can always see or hear our child throughout the day.
To me, parent training is very important because at the end of the day, if you got to think about like when we're learning a new skill, the more we practice, the more we do it, the easier it'll be for us to learn that skill and the quicker we can learn that skill. So some of the kids that we deal with on a daily basis, they have more struggles than others. So we have like performance deficits and skill deficits. And in order for us to decrease those deficits, we have to make sure that we're practicing these skills as much as possible. So it's important for parents to know that, hey, whatever we're working on in the center, we're doing the parent training, we want to train you on these skills so that you can make sure that you're implementing it at home, whether it be in the community, in the school settings, going to church, wherever it is. It's important because we want to make sure that the kids are learning like, hey, I can do this here for this person. I can do it at home, within my family, within the community as well.
So the unique thing about Success on the Spectrum is we offer quarterly field trips. We've noticed that we learn through play, but we also learn by being in the community as well. So in social skills class, we're working on animals and shapes and colors. So we learned that not only do they learn inside the classroom, they learn outside the classroom. So at the end of the month, we'll be doing a field trip to the zoo so they can learn how the animals react, what sounds they make, how they look in person, as well as how they look in the classroom.
We know that, for our parents, it's difficult to, have full-time jobs and also try to make time to take their kiddos out at different, to do different activities. So what we do is we make time to get them out to do activities, such as going to the trampoline park, or we'll go to the zoo, or we'll go to the museum.
SOS does a lot of community involvement. So with that, it's doing like festivals and things like that where the community can come out and enjoy playing games and getting snacks. And it's a way to help us to like get the message out there about what ABA is, what it looks like, how important it is for individuals with autism and their families. So the biggest thing with coming to these community events is a judgment-free zone. So a lot of the kids, like parents understand like, hey, my kid loves to STEM, my kid loves to jump around. It's like in that moment, hey, let them have fun, let them be part of the environment, let them mix and mingle. And so for families that are from the outside looking in, it allows them to know that, hey, it's a safe space. So So these events give them an opportunity to kind of talk with other family members in a way that they wouldn't normally get to on a daily basis. Like, hey, I'm tired and I'm struggling with something. Hey, you tired and you struggling, we both struggling. So let's meet up outside of the center so that we can be tired and struggle together. But I think that it allows them to have that moment of, hey, I'm not the only one struggling. It's not as bad as I think it is, because other families have some of the same obstacles.
We have one-on-one therapy here where our RBTs work closely with their clients to make sure that their needs are met and make sure that they are meeting their goal, versus in school where, the caseload is much larger. Since we've opened, we've seen a lot of progress with our kiddos. Some are now, waving bye-bye. They are now answering to their name. They also now have picked up some handwriting skills as well since they started in our program. Our goals for our kiddos is to get them school ready. We don't want them to be stagnated. We always want them to grow and learn to be, individual adults where they don't need one-on-one for the rest of their life. So we, give them goals to meet to make sure that they are moving along and moving forward. As a parent, I will need my son to be independent, to make sure that he's able to navigate his way through life without, any assistance or needing much help, for him to enjoy life. And that's my hope for all the kids here.
I love what I do. Every day I come to the clinic and I'm super excited to see the kids. I'm excited to see their progress. And I rarely ever feel like, ugh. So I love the way we come together. It's a family-owned business. I love the way that our parents come in excited to see the progress in their kids. They're happy and everyone's safe.
We're so proud to be serving the Douglasville community.
Let's do this thing!
I love what I do.
So what are you waiting for? Sail on down to SOS to see how we can help your child navigate the seas of autism.